Hello and welcome. My name is Amy and I live in Hobart, Australia with my husband, my daughter and our cat. Last year my daughter was in a concert and one of the acts the older kids did was to a song called King by Florence and the Machine. I've never heard this song before, but something about it really hit me. This woman was singing so powerfully about the conflict between having a child and having a career. It's a conflict that many women face. About not wanting to be labelled mother, bride. About being more than that. Being more than the labels that you were given. I recognised that feeling, but it wasn't until this song that I realised that I had been fulfilling my labels so much that I have forgotten who I am. I have become the thing that she herself was worried that she would become. I have erased my am label to nothing. I am mother, I am bride, I am employee, but beyond that, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I am happy. My daughter is great, my husband is awesome, and we live very comfortably here. I just think I can be better for them by being better for myself. It's a nice day outside today, so I thought I'd do something that I haven't done for a very long time. I thought I would go out for a walk by myself. And that's it. Just go out. Not to the supermarket, not to a park, not to run errands. Just go out to go out. I'm going to bring you along with me for a walk along the Hobart waterfront. Let's go. Before we head out today, I thought I would just tell you a little bit more about myself. If you couldn't tell, I'm not Australian. I live in Australia, but I'm from New Zealand. My husband and I moved here about 10 years ago because we were displaced by the Christchurch earthquakes. We had nowhere to go, nothing. Our things were destroyed, basically. So we came here just to start over, really, and we've really enjoyed it here. We currently rent an apartment in Hobart. We love the location. It's very walking distance to everything, which is important to us. We use a lot of public transport, so buses and sometimes taxis, but not very often, more likely walking or buses to get around. Moving countries wasn't really a big issue for me. My whole life I have spent moving around. When I was a child I moved around a lot. I moved from the North Island to the South Island for university, and then now I've moved from South Island to Tasmania to hopefully live the rest of my life either here or somewhere else in Australia. You never know what's going to pop out of the box of chocolates that you've been given. I have a few hobbies that I enjoy doing in my spare time. I enjoy cross-stitch, knitting, jigsaw puzzles, and the occasional online game. Most of these are solo hobbies, and as a result, I've become quite introverted and socially anxious. I don't have any people that I would call a friend apart from my husband, but it's kind of a given, right? I would say I don't leave the house very often, which I'm looking to change. I'm looking to get out more and enjoy just being alive more often, enjoying nature, enjoying people, and just becoming more involved with my community. I'm not involved with anything. There's so many opportunities around me to volunteer and take part and just be part of society, basically. I'm pretty isolated. I work from home. My comfort zone is very much inside my house, and I feel like I need to change that. I can't spend my entire life just inside my living room under a blanket knitting or watching YouTube videos. I live in a beautiful state in Australia. It's a beautiful country. There's nature everywhere, there's birds everywhere, there's life everywhere. I'm just not part of it. And I want to be part of it. I want to, sounds a bit morbid, but I want to be remembered by more than just my husband and my daughter. And maybe that's partly why I'm making these videos. I look back at the albums full of pictures of my daughter, and I'm in maybe 3 of them. I'm sure I'm not the only mother in this position. I tend to buy phones that are on the lower range of the price spectrum. I'm quite frugal. As a result, the quality of the pictures is very low. Let's just say that. I have this camera, but it's bulky. I never used to take it out with us because I was already carrying a bunch of stuff without trying to keep a big camera safe. And as a result, there's not a lot of pictures or videos of me with my child. There's a lot of my child because I'm the one standing and taking the pictures and the video. But remembering to turn that camera around, or even having a good enough camera to turn around, is difficult. A lot of my clothing and a lot of my daughter's books and toys and things are mostly thrifted. We buy things on sale. We keep things until they stop working. We don't just upgrade them because the new things come out. This camera I'm recording on is 10 years old, so it's still in good condition. It still works really well, so there's no need for me to replace it. We live a low budget lifestyle and it works for us. We find that we're comfortable, we're happy, we are able to save a lot of money this way. My husband is very similar. He doesn't like spending money. He doesn't even really like shopping or any of that kind of stuff. So it works for us. And I'm not sure if people are interested in things like budget breakdowns. It is kind of difficult because I'm in Australian dollars. Things cost different amounts to most people, especially because I'm on a small island, so things are naturally a little bit more expensive than it would be elsewhere in Australia. But being on a small island also means there's less expenses, there's less things to do, less things to spend money on, less social influence on all of that. We don't go out and see people with luxury items, and so we don't see things and go, ooh, that looks good, I need that. I have Instagram accounts, but I don't browse, I don't scroll. There's too much advertising, I hate it. Every post is someone showing a thing they brought with a link to it to the Amazon storefront saying, hey, buy this thing, I got it, you can have it too. It's not how I like to spend my time watching this kind of thing. I've never spent a lot of time on Facebook, I've never spent a lot of time on Instagram, I don't even have a TikTok account. I'm turning 40 this year, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It's kind of one of those midpoint years. You feel kind of like, what have I done with my life? What am I doing with my life? What is going on? And it's kind of a big part of why I've been trying to figure out what are the next 40 years of my life going to be. I'm hoping they are more positive than the previous 40 years of my life, more exciting, more happy things happening. So that's a bit more about me. I hope you like and subscribe to see more of her. Honestly, really, that's mostly probably what I'm going to be doing, is just going places, doing things. Today, me and my family are going for a walk around Western Brook Dam. It's a dam that holds the drinking water for the eastern shore of the Greater Hobart area where we live. It has a 5-kilometre walking track around the perimeter and across the top of the dam. We've never been there before, so it would be nice to see something new.